Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, and welcome back to the BuzzPucks podcast.
Podcast.
We are here.
Woo.
Oh, I forgot about your soundboard. We are here after
Yes.
being off for, just a couple of months,
2 months, yeah.
and here to get you ready for the 2025-2026 regular season with our division previews that we do every year.
We are less than a month away of hockey.
Yes, very exciting.
They're already doing prospect games right now,
Mhm.
preseason games currently. So
I-
regular season will be starting soon,
Yes, I believe the regular season begins.
like 20 some days.
Yeah, it's October like 9th or 10th, I think. Something around there. Maybe it's a few days later, but it's the first couple of weeks in October. Um, and I got to tell you guys, not a lot happened in the 2 months that we were away, which I guess is good for us. Not a ton to recap, but
No, not a ton, but like some
a few
were
things.
interesting.
A few interesting things have happened. So let's start with that. The biggest thing that's going to affect everybody is that the new CBA that we already extensively went over towards the end of last season, the NHL and NHLPA have decided to implement one, two, three, four, five rules from it into this season. Technically, the
Okay.
CBA starts next season, but they decided they want these rules to start now. And
Gotcha.
those rules are the playoff salary cap, the
Okay.
no more deferred compensation in contracts, which isn't not that big of a deal, but there was a couple of contracts that were signed with like what 10% deferred or something like that.
They nipped that in the bud.
Yeah, they
They
were
nipped
like,
that
we're
right
not
in the
doing
bud.
this. Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing the Shohei Ohtani
Because
contract.
it was Seth Jarvis was like the
He
first
was the
one.
first one, and then I can't. There was another one. It might have also been Carolina, but there was another one. But the percentage that they deferred was
Wasn't
minimal
crazy.
comparatively. But the NHL and NHLPA are like, nope, we're not doing that.
Oh, we're not
Not
doing
doing
that.
that at all. There's no more double salary retentions on trades. That one
Yep.
is going to be real interesting when it comes to the trade deadline because, well, technically you can do the double retention. It just has to be 75 days between the trades, which I don't really understand why they want this rule, but
So here's the thing: we might be seeing trades much sooner than the trade deadline.
possibly, yeah, maybe San Jose or some other team that has a lot of cap space will be like, oh yeah, let's just do that trade for that guy
We're
now,
gonna s-
and then at the
we're gonna
trade
see
deadline we'll trade him again.
we're gonna see like a new trade deadline,
Maybe, yeah, like a soft
a,
trade
a,
deadline. Yeah.
a soft trade deadline for that first trade.
Well, because what? Yeah, you're right. What it could turn into is let's just use Eric Carlson as an example, right? Because his name has been bandied about. He has not been traded, but let's say right before the season starts, or 75 days before the trade deadline, the Penguins retain 50% of his salary and send him to someone with a lot of cap space. I don't know, Chicago.
San Jose.
Back to San Jose. Yeah. Well, now actually, technically, I don't think that could happen because they're already
Because
retaining part of his salary.
You're right. You're right.
Let's say
That's
Chicago.
just not.
Like they send him to Chicago for 75 days, and then at the trade deadline, Chicago trades him. But then they do another trade with Pittsburgh to send
Yep.
part of the compensation to the Penguins
Back.
that they get. It'll get confusing, I guess, because then there will be like random nonsense trades. Like they'll send a
Yeah.
first round pick to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh sends some no name prospect back to them or something
Right.
like that. Um, I guess it'll have to deal with like handshake agreements between the general managers at that point.
But we'll also have to see what general managers are savvy enough to do this because
Yeah,
we know
that too.
we feel that there's a couple of general managers that they don't have the brains for this.
Looking at you, Barry Trotz.
Oh,
Looking at you, Barry
buddy.
Trotz.
Oh, buddy.
So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I know teams will at least attempt to get around it. You know.
Yes.
Um,
Before we go into the next
Sure.
rule, what are we drinking?
Oh my God! Right, that's a whole part of our
I know,
show. Jesus, I got so excited that we were back. I
100%. I agree.
I'm drinking just because I thought this was an interesting looking beer. It has a praying mantis on it. It's from Nod Hill Brewing Company. Sup Man. It's a Sessions IPA, and it's
Oh,
actually
very cool.
quite a low ABV for
Yeah, because sessions
Are sessions usually this low? It's like 4.3.
4.5. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe I don't drink IPAs that often, so
yeah. Sessions are your low. For the people who like to drink IPAs, but not
but don't want to
drunk
get
off.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm drinking Resurgence Greenheart New England IPA, which
Nice.
I've had on the show before.
Yeah.
I was lazy and didn't buy beer specially for this.
It's okay. That's okay. You just came back from a wedding in another state, so
Yep.
we could forgive him, folks. We can forgive him. Okay. Next rule. This is a big one, Clay.
Yep.
No more no more game day dress coats.
That's gonna
Which
be
I
wild.
mean, hockey players are so boring for the most part that I feel like it's not gonna really change anything,
No.
right? But
I mean,
there's some goofballs out there that might show up as in like I don't know, a clown costume or something.
you might just see Ovi in a full Russian like a tracksuit.
Sure,
Like
you could see just
full-
track shoots, like just straight up track
Yeah.
suits. But the guy's like Crosby's still gonna wear a suit walking into the ring.
Yeah.
You know he is because he's a robot man.
Exactly.
As much as I love him, he's a robot man.
Yeah. That man has been media trained since he was 14.
Same
Like,
thing with McDavid. Same thing with like
Exactly.
a lot of the Canadian hockey players. But
Yep.
there are younger players coming into the league that maybe haven't had that training that I'm hoping
I mean-
will have any kind
Linus-
of any kind of like,
Line's already been looking like a James Bond villain for years.
That's
now.
true.
With
That's
his
just because
dress-
he's losing his
code.
hair in an odd way.
Well, there's that and the suits that he wears.
Oh,
he'll
that's
wear-
also true.
comes
Yeah.
in wearing velvet suits with pimp hats. Like he already does that.
Ah, man,
Um,
he should go full pimp, just to be like, here we are, folks. And then the last rule that is coming into effect this year is now there is no more rule against. Well, I guess it's taking away a rule, really. No more rule against players endorsing wine and spirits. So I guess there must have been some restriction
That's-
about that.
Look, if they're like, they might have gotten like they were endorsing gambling. So like, what's the
Yeah, so who cares, right? It's just as
Right.
destructive. You know?
Yes.
Just one is destructive more mentally and financially, and the other one is physically and financially. So there you go.
Yeah.
So who
And
cares?
one can be a lot quicker than the other. That's
True.
for you to decide.
True. So that's it for like overarching news coming into the league.
League-wide,
Specific news. Now, this isn't. I'm going to do the Central Division today, but this isn't about the Central Division. But this just came out yesterday, so I figured we would talk about it. Apparently, Mitch Love is under investigation by the NHL for something. We don't know
or
what.
something. He
But
just
he-
got placed on leave
Yes.
yesterday.
He got played
2 days
on no pay. Like he's not getting payment either.
Right.
So this goes back to, I guess, the last few episodes of last year where, you know, the teams that were out of the playoffs who needed coaches were interviewing coaches. And
Mhm.
we all heard that Mitch Love was the front runner of the Penguins, the front runner of
Yep.
Boston. Everybody loved him. They were like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. But then apparently those teams got a letter from somebody telling them that they should not hire Mitch Love because this investigation is coming.
Right.
Now that makes me wonder. We were chit-chatting about this before the episode started. You said that Washington clearly knew about this.
They had to have known about this.
I wonder if was somebody in Washington's organization that was like,
Yeah.
I'm not being part of some weird cover-up to fuck over these other teams and sent a letter to them.
Exactly.
Or
That's a
or
possibility.
maybe it was like
With
it
the
could have been
NHL?
Washington's owner or something like that, being
Right.
like, "Hey, don't hire him. Don't even like try,
Don't do don't don't do it.
because it's
Something's
gonna
coming.
be a headache almost immediately." So,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. We were wondering what happened with
Yeah,
that.
it's just like what
We
did he
said
do?
something must have happened because
Hmm.
he didn't get hired for fucking anything. So
Mhm.
it'll be interesting to see what that entails. Now, to be fair to the Capitals, this is apparently something that was before he joined Washington's organization.
Right, but
So,
did they know that when he
well,
joined? That's the
I
like
that that is weird. They might not have,
right.
because the investigation started this summer. So maybe
Oh,
they
yeah,
didn't
that's
know
true.
about it until like
That is
maybe
possible.
they were just told about it. So it's
Yeah.
possible Washington was informed about it like at the end of the season or something, or later into the season, and we're like, ah, shit, you know.
Right.
So that'll be interesting to see what that is. I don't know. As far as trades go for the Central Division, there are two.
Yep, that's it.
Two that involve Central Division teams. The first one is Dallas sent Matt Dumba and a 2028 second round pick to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Vladislav. Oh boy, I always have trouble with this guy's name. Kolyachonik. Vladislav Kolyachonik, who is like a younger defenseman who the Penguins picked up, I
He's
think, off of
24.
waivers last year. He played okay for them last year, but
Right.
so the Penguins get Matt Dumba. When this trade happened, I wondered if that Erik Karlsson trade was like coming, like soon,
Right.
because they both play right side, and now the Penguins' right side top six has to be Karlsson, Letang, Dumba, right?
I don't know. Dumba's bad. Dumba's
Yeah,
bad.
but like the Penguins
You bury him in the third.
Penguins aren't necessarily trying to win, right?
No, they're not trying to. They're not trying to win, but like you got to bury him on your third pairing.
Yeah.
He-
That's not. Yes, I agree with you. But the other question is, just knowing the Penguins, they have this young defenseman that they're super hyped about,
right.
Harrison Brunicky, who plays on the right side, but with this trade now pretty much makes it he's not making the team, right?
I
Now,
don't know. I mean,
he's young. He's
no,
only 19, so maybe you don't want him to make the team anyway. Maybe you want him to go get seasoned a little bit longer anyway. Maybe that was the point of the trade.
Yep.
But I don't know. The Penguins are more than likely not going to be very good this year. Outside
the
of
only
like
team-
some miracle of like their younger guys playing like way better and their defense all of a sudden playing better, they're not going to be very good.
they're the only team that seems to be trying to tank this year.
Yeah, I don't know about trying to tank necessarily, but not trying to be good, it seems like. Making
Like,
moves for like younger players here and there.
All the other, every other team in the league seems to be trying to take a step forward.
Yeah,
Whether
no,
or
I
not
agree
they
with you.
will-
I agree with you.
Whether or not they will,
I don't think this deal
sure.
necessarily means they're actively trying to tank. I think if we get to the
No.
trade deadline and they trade off a bunch of guys, then yeah, absolutely. But
no, but like the Penguins, we'll get about this in either the next
Couple
episode
weeks,
or
whatever,
two
yeah.
episodes from now. Penguins made another move that's a really good future move. So like they are gearing up for
Yeah.
a push in like 2 years.
But like, what I have heard rumor wise, now we're just talking about the Penguins. For them is that apparently next offseason is when they might get like real aggressive in free agency.
Yeah.
Because
And
they,
that would make sense.
I think it kind of has to do with what happens with this draft.
Mhm.
Because this draft is supposed to be significantly deeper than the one that just happened. I think.
Yes.
Uh,
That's
no-
because
and
it's
and
McKenna.
I mean McKenna at the apex of it,
Number one.
but then it's supposed to be like pretty good just like down the line. So I think it has to do with that. They're going to have a ton of cap space next year, and they're going to sign Connor McDavid. I don't know what to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Could you
Exactly.
fucking imagine? All right, let's get off the Penguins. We'll talk about them more in a couple of weeks. The other trade, more of a minor kind of prospect trade. Colorado sent Oscar Olesen to San Jose for Daniil Gushin. Both those guys are forwards.
Yep.
So there we go.
And that's that.
That's that. Let's get into some teams, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
And as always, I go in alphabetical order. So
Ooh.
let's talk about Chicago first. Chicago signed Anton Frundell, who was one of their top picks in the draft this year, to a 3-year,
Entry level.
975K ELC. They signed Stanislav Berezov, 2 years, same thing, 975. Louis Crevier, 2 years, 900K. They re-signed Arvid Soderblom, 2 years, $2.75 million.
Nice.
They extended Frank Nazar, 7 years, $6.6 million. So they're locking him up already. I mean, he's looked good.
Well, I mean,
He's looked good, but they're
he's
like,
played so far.
yeah, he's looked good,
Hey.
but they're like, fuck this. This guy's are going to be our second line center, definitely. And
Well-
6.6 might look like a bargain in a
and
couple
also
of years.
that contract doesn't kick in until
Next year.
next season.
Yeah.
Like he's still on his entry level for
Yeah.
this upcoming season.
Yeah. And then they re-signed or extended Spencer Knight to a 3-year, $5.8 million contract. That one just happened like 2 days ago.
Yes.
So let's take a look at their lineup. So I decided this year I actually wanted to physically write their lineups out so I could like remember,
Look at 'em.
right? So their top line. Now this is Puckpedia predicting, so who knows if this is correct or not. Their top line: Donato Bedard, excuse me, and Burakovsky. Burakovsky new to Chicago, I believe, this season.
Yes.
Pretty meh, right? Bedard's great.
Yeah,
Donato has played well. Meh, you know.
Burakovsky is streaky.
Burakovsky is streaky. Second
And injury
line,
prone.
second line of Teravainen, Nazar, and Bertuzzi. Again, that's Nazar played great, and then he's between Bertuzzi, who's not super old, but Teravainen, who is in the late stages of his career at this point.
Right, but Teravainen's only 31 and Bertuzzi's 30.
Wait, he's only 31? Oh my god, I thought he was like 35.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh my
right
god.
now.
Well, excuse me, Tavo. My bad. I thought he was way older than that. That makes that line look way better than. Third line of Doc, Dickinson, and Mikheyev. And then fourth line of Foligno, Lafferty, and Slaggert. So, if Nazar and Bedard play well again, honestly, this forward group's not that bad. You know?
No, they're not.
It's not like it's not going to blow anybody away. But Donato has played very well. I was actually shocked they didn't trade him last year.
Yeah.
Burakovsky is streaky, but sometimes when he's on his hot streak, he looks really good.
Exactly.
Teravainen's several years younger than I thought he was, so that makes that line look way better. Now, the problem is going to be their defense.
Oh my god, looking at this defense is ugly.
Their defense, top pairing of Vlasic and Rinzel, Kaiser and Levshunov, Korchinski and Murphy. Now, Clay, who do you think the oldest one on there is, and how old do you think they are? Don't look at it. Don't cheat.
I've already cheated, that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. Wow. Yeah. That's
So
wild.
Murphy is the oldest one at 32.
Hey, they have Shea Weber
Uh-huh.
in the last year.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Yeah.
So Murphy is the oldest one at 32. Not super old.
Yep.
But the rest of those guys are 24, 21, 23, 19, and 21.
Yeah.
So that could mean if they gel together, that could be great, right? That could be building chemistry for the future. but also they could be baby defensemen that will play terrible
Well, that's
because they
I
just
was about
don't
to say.
like have the
Defense is the hardest position to learn in hockey.
Yeah, that's why it's always like crazy when a young defenseman makes a team out of camp. Like
Exactly.
not everybody is Rasmus Dahlin and Victor Hedman or anybody like that just started out 18 years old on their team.
Right, but like Dahlin's defense was bad.
Yeah, true.
And like Minchikov is one where like Pavel Minchikov on the Ducks, like he played good offense, but what was so surprising is that he was playing good defense.
Yeah, that's the shocking one, is when the younger defensemen play good defense. So
that's what's shocking.
Knight and Soderblom, I think, are just going to get, who are their goalies, are just going to get lit up this year, I feel like.
They're getting shelled. And then they also, he's injured right now, but they have Brossoit as well.
Oh, so true. So I don't know between Soderblom and Brossoit. Knight is going to be, I think, their 1 or 1A anyway.
Yeah.
Between Soderblom and Brossoit, I don't know who the other one is going to be, unless they want to roll with 3 goalies, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that young defense, I think, is gonna be the biggest problem. Although I could see Chicago maybe not being dead last in the league this year. They could take a very a little bit of a step up, depending on how that defense plays. Who's their coach now?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I don't remember either. I think they have a new coach. But they could be a little better this year, I think. But that defense is real volatile. I think is the. Oh, right. Is he new this year, or did he coach there last year too? Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever.
Yeah.
Jeff Blashill's not the greatest coach in the world. Right. He was Detroit's coach for, I would say, way too long, and then got fired because he was never very good. Hey, they could have had DJ Smith.
Could have.
Clay's favorite coach.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Colorado, shall we? They signed Josh Manson, to a 2-year, $3.95 million, I believe, extension. Daniil Gushin, who they got in that trade, 1 year contract minimum, I believe. Joel Kiviranta, they brought back 1 year, $1.25 million. Alex Gagne, who is a prospect defenseman, 2 years, $910K. And then they brought in Victor Olofsson, 1 year, $1.575 million.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
they liked Olofsson when with how he played when they brought him over from Vegas.
Yeah. So
that season.
Yeah. So they just brought him back for another year. Yep. Let's take a look at their lineups. Top line of Lankinen, McKinnon, and Nachos. Second line, Landeskog, Nelson. Remember, they re-signed Nelson. And Nichushkin. Then we got our boy that we just mentioned, Olofsson, with Colton and Kiviranta. And then Kelly, Drury, and ya boy, Ivan.
Mm-hmm. That's your boy.
It's my boy. I do love his name. They're pretty strong forward line. Those top 2 lines are pretty formidable, to say the least. Yep. Brock Nelson played fantastic when he got to Colorado last year.
Yeah, he did.
He was killing it with them. They got Landeskog back full time now.
Mm-hmm.
Nichushkin is back from all of his strangeness over the years. Defense, Taze and Makar, obviously fantastic top pairing. They got Girard and Manson, and then Malinsky and Brett Burns, who is new to the team. Did you unplug your mic?
No, I just turned it back on.
Oh, okay.
I muted myself without realizing it.
Oh, gotcha. And then they got the Woods in goal, Blackwood and Wedgwood.
Yep.
Colorado should still be pretty good. I would think top 3
team.
Top 3 in the division, playoff team most assuredly, unless injuries absolutely obliterate them.
Brett Burns is going to get sheltered minutes because
third line. I'm sure he'll play second power play.
During the playoffs, he looked his age.
Well, my man's like 38 or 39 at this point.
He's 40.
He's 40. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See. I minus years from him and gave him to Teravainen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Brett Burns. I believe that contract is fairly cheap. So if he just like is terrible, they could just bury him. You know.
Yeah, it's 1 year, $1 million.
Yeah. So that's fine. Let's move on to the team that everybody assumes is going to win the division, Dallas. They signed Antonio Strange, 1 year contract min, and Nathan Bastian, 1 year contract min. That's it. That's all they did.
Well, they don't have a lot of move to do much else.
Oh man, their cap space is
Stressful.
Stressful. Yeah. Is it negative still? Or was negative at some point? They do not. They have little to no cap room.
They have 400,000.
Yeah. So basically nothing, because that can't even bring up a minimum contract.
No.
So Robertson, Hintz, and Rantanen, their top line, very good top line. Ben Duchesne and Sagan, another a line of guys that are, let's say, what's the nicest way to say this? Still good players, but not as good as they used to be.
Yeah, I mean, Sagan's still coming back from that hip.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how he plays this year. His contract, I believe, his contract and somebody else's contract is up at the end of the year.
No.
No?
This is year 7 of 8 for Sagan's.
Oh God, I thought his contract was done after this year.
No, 2 more years of almost $10 million.
Jesus Christ. They have Sam Steele, Wyatt Johnston, and I think it's Renee Bork on their third line there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bach, Foxa, and Blackwell is their fourth line. Pretty good lineup. Pretty good forward lineup. Nothing you can really argue about there. Defense, Lindell Heiskanen, Harley Labushkin, and Bichelle and Lundqvist. So no more Dumba, addition by subtraction there, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did they give Harley a new contract, or is that still? Are they still working on that?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because obviously that wouldn't kick in until next year, but he's getting close to needing a new contract.
This is the last year of his contract. He might need.
It's the last year of him and Robertson's contract.
Yes.
Robertson, I believe, will still be an RFA, I think, after this season.
Yeah. Yes.
So they have a little control there. Same thing with Harley. But their cap room next year, I mean, they have more cap room next year, but those two guys, if they re-sign them, are going to eat all of it. I think. So they're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
That Rantanen contract, as like, I'm not saying it's a terrible contract, but like, they really hamstrung themselves with the cap. I know the cap's going up again next year, but like, that contract is really wrecked their cap room. Yeah, and it wrecked like their ability to trade for anybody else, right?
100%. Like you gotta get rid of, like if you're getting rid of guys, you gotta get rid of Labushkin's 3.25, and that's really it.
That's the only one that's even possible to get rid of. Because Labushkin didn't play very well, but he's like still kind of a serviceable defenseman. He could be a third pairing defenseman somewhere.
Exactly. Like, but everyone else.
Honestly, trade him to the Penguins too. I don't give a shit. Can he play on the left side? Who cares? But then that blows a hole in their right side of their defense, right? So, you know, I mean, again, Labushkin didn't play very well, but like, it doesn't help to just get rid of him, right? You need a body there.
You do need a body. You need someone that they can bring up.
Yeah. I don't know what their prospect defensemen, you know, look like, but a prospect defenseman, I don't know if he would even be better than Lyubushkin at this point, you know?
Right.
So I still think Dallas is going to be very good. It's just like they're going to be in cap hell pretty quickly here, and they're going to have to figure their way out of it. Speaking of teams that got to figure something out, Minnesota.
Yeah, there's the dude.
So I was waiting to talk about this until we got to them. So they signed Michael Mileni to a 1-year contract min, and they did re-sign Marco Rossi, 3 years, $5 million, which begs the question, what the fuck took that long with Rossi's contract? That's a very reasonable contract. Actually, kind of cheap, in my opinion.
I would say it is cheap.
Yeah, because he's like 25, and I think something around there, and he played well.
Just because he's not big and fast, like
yeah, but he played well last year.
Well, like that's
like
the thing.
60
He's
points
not
or
big.
something.
He's not big. He's not fast, but he moves well.
Yeah.
Like he's got the puck IQ
to make up for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just a really reasonable contract. I just don't understand why it took as long as it did, and there was a bunch of drama around it, right? But a contract that they're gonna have to, I guess, figure out is Kirill Kaprizov's. So there's a lot of rumors going on about this. So he's in the last year of his contract. So he's on the team this year, I guess. But apparently there's a rumor that he turned down a contract that would have paid him like $160 million or something like that.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Or he turned down 8 by 16, right? That's what he turned down?
I think that's confirmed.
That's confirmed that he turned that down.
I think Guerin came out and said that because, he needs to say that for hey, we tried.
Yeah, because that's that's a monster contract.
He's gone.
Yeah, so that means that he just doesn't want to play in Minnesota.
That's what that means.
Theoretically. I saw musings today that maybe him and his agent are just trying to push it as far as they can, because apparently Minnesota's owner said that they will pay any price for Kirill Kaprizov. So there is speculation that maybe they're just trying to even inch that number up higher, you know, because I don't even know what the max contract is anymore in the NHL, because there is a max contract. It's got to be 19 or 20. It's like 40% of the cap or something like that is the max contract that you can give somebody. Where I'm sure McDavid will get that from, I'm going to assume the Oilers, but from whoever.
Right.
Because that's another one that is leading to speculation now is McDavid, because he hasn't signed an extension either.
He hasn't signed an extension. Last time he was asked, he sounded pissed.
He did sound pissed. Yeah, he did. He did. I think he'll re-sign at Edmonton, but who knows, right?
It was right after they lost the cup.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to be pissed, and especially getting that kind of.
He hasn't signed anything.
That kind of question,
right?
Yeah.
Right after they got eliminated from the Stanley Cup final, I understand him being pissed about that. But the fact that he still hasn't signed anything is a little telling, right?
Well, who knows what they've offered?
That's true as well. Who knows? Because not everybody's insane like Sidney Crosby and will take $8.75 million forever, right?
Right.
I'm sure McDavid wants the max contract, and he deserves it. He's the best player in the NHL.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If anybody deserves it, he deserves it.
He also wants to win, and the only
But you can make the argument that they've almost won 2 years in a row. They've made the final. Especially not this past season, but the one before that. They took it to Game 7. They came back from being down 3-0. They almost won the cup. Last year was a little bit of a different story, but
they've gotten that far because, not because of management, despite management.
True. We say it every year. Their depth is not very good. No. They're making these deep playoff runs because of McDavid and Draisaitl, and to a lesser extent Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard. And Hyman. Oh yeah, you're right. Hyman is very good as well.
Hyman not being in that final was
that's why they lost in 5 games, 6 games. Yeah.
All right, Minnesota.
Back to Minnesota. Sorry, we haven't done this in 2 months, so we're getting off on tangents. So we'll see what happens. Now there was a rumor that Minnesota asked for his trade list, but then that was shot down by either the team or his agent, one of the two.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what's going on with that contract extension discussion.
Look, he's either going to New York or the Florida.
Yeah, that seems to be what the Russian players do. I mean, there's big Russian communities in both New York and Florida. That's why a lot of them like going to those places. But I'm going to be so pissed off if he signs with the Rangers. It'll be so... They won't have the cap space. The Rangers won't have the cap space to sign him.
No, the Rangers... I mean, they'll make it work. And that's the thing. This
or
might
Vegas, or maybe he goes to Vegas or something.
I mean, that's warm. But it's not like Florida. Like...
True.
I know we're basically talking most recent people were Panarin and Bobrovsky.
Yep.
Leaving Columbus to go to the Rangers and Miami.
Yeah.
Respectively. Kucherov got drafted by Tampa.
True.
And then Malkin and Ovechkin have always been on contenders.
Well, they've always been on the same team.
They made those teams contenders, so they're not going to
They're the two of them are both one jersey guys too, right?
Yeah.
I like that term. It means like that guy has only played for one team and will only play for one team, right? Because I assume Malkin is retiring after this season because it's the last season of his contract and he's taken a noticeable step back.
Right.
It's the last year of Ovi's contract too, isn't it?
Yes, and
he's already broken the record. He's done it.
There's a good chance he goes
back to Russia, right?
Yeah.
So we could see, you know what, that would be interesting because they got drafted 1 and 2 in the same draft.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting if they retired the same year because they're friends, I think, as well. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. They're friends now. I don't know anything about them, but about their relationship. But yeah, I could see. I just would. I have to assume he's either going to re-sign in Minnesota or go to New York or Florida, or one of the New York or Florida teams, because that's just like what the recent big Russian players have done.
Right.
And
like you also have Varlamov going to the Islanders. Varlamov going to the Islanders.
Yeah.
I mean, he played on a couple teams before that.
True.
But he's re-signed.
Well, it's just like all of these teams too have star Russian players, right? Mm-hmm. Panarin's on New York. Now, Panarin's contract is getting close to being up too.
Yes, it is.
Panarin on the Rangers, Varlamov and Sorokin on the.
Don't forget Shesterkin on the Rangers.
Oh, and Shesterkin on the Rangers too. Varlamov and Sorokin on the Islanders, Vasilevsky and Kucherov on Tampa Bay, Bobrovsky and I'm Kulikov, I guess, but he's not really a star, but he's on Florida as well.
And also Gavrikov just went to.
Oh, Gavrikov just went to the Rangers too. You're right. So like big name Russian players are in the New York or Florida area, or one of those.
And Gavrikov,
4
it
teams.
Seems like Gavrikov left money on the table to go to the Rangers.
Yeah. Yes. Another team I guess could be in the mix is the Devils because they're technically in the New York area as well. But
they are, but I don't see their.
That might put them that might elevate them, right? Because that's the team that back in the day, oh my God, what was the big Russian player before Ovi? Kovalchuk went to the Devils, right?
Yep.
So I don't think it's impossible that he signs with the Devils. Now, does the cap work for any of these teams? That's a different question. But
yeah, it's a different question. But I see Kaprizov not going to the max if he's going to those teams.
Oh, I don't think he gets the max contract. But if he turned down 16 a year, he's going to get more than 16, right?
I don't think so. I think if he's going to go
or maybe he just doesn't want to be in Minnesota. Like that could just be it.
That's true, and he just takes 12. Like I could see him taking 12 on another one of those teams.
Maybe. Well, what's also interesting, it could be a similar thing to like McDavid. Kaprizov hasn't done interviews where it seems like he's mad with the team, but like Minnesota has also been suffering from poor management decisions. Not so much Guerin, but like before Guerin. That was before Guerin, right? But now we're getting to the point where they're. He did, but that's like that had to happen though, right? Or yeah, that had to happen, and I think we're past. I think we're past those huge cap hits now. I think we're finally on the other side of them for Minnesota. But anyway, Kaprizov is playing on their top line with Joel Eriksson-Ek and Matt Boldy. Pretty good top line.
But also, this is a big one last thing on this contract thing. This is a big risk for Kaprizov because he's injured a lot.
He does get injured a lot. Yeah, I just can't believe he turned down 8x16. That would be the biggest contract in the NHL by far right now.
Absolutely.
Because I think the highest one currently is like 13.5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $2.5 million more than I think that's Matthews' contract. Man, that's crazy. It's crazy to turn that down. All right. Second line of Johansson, Rossi, and Zuccarello. Young man Rossi, I know these two players are both old, between Zuccarello and Johansson.
Yep.
I know Zuccarello's in his upper 30s at this point. Still serviceable player. I think Johansson is in his mid 30s, right?
You're correct. Yeah.
Okay. I swear to God, if you said he was 31, I was gonna lose my mind because I remember him playing against the Penguins over a decade ago.
Forever. Yeah.
Foligno, Hartman, and Tarasenko, new to Minnesota, round out their third line, while Trenin, Strum, and Urov are on their fourth line.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense, Middleton and Faber, Buyum and Spurgeon, and Jurcic and Bogosian. Yes, Zach Bogosian, still in the league. That defense is not very scary.
No.
Faber, Spurgeon, both great. Middleton, pretty good. Buyum, young guy. Jurcic, young guy. Bogosian, old guy.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jurcic really play. He was that big trade for Columbus.
I think he played a couple of games, but then they sent him back to the minors or something. I don't remember.
He played 6.
6 games, yeah. So we really haven't seen anything of him. Buyum, who is also, I think, 19 or 20. So we haven't seen anything out of him either. I don't think he played. Did he?
Did he play in the playoffs?
He might have. I don't.
Or am I thinking? I might be thinking of that young kid on. He played 4 games in the playoffs, but there was a guy on Dallas, Boehm or something like that.
Oh, I don't. He might have a brother. They might have the same last name. I don't know. And then their goaltending tandem is Gustafsson and Wallstad. So no more Marc-Andre Fleury there.
I was thinking of Bichelle.
Oh, Bichelle. Yes, Bichelle did play well. Yeah.
Yeah. Bichelle killed it.
Yeah.
In the playoffs for Dallas.
So that goaltending, Gustafsson, very good. Wallstad, I think, played pretty well last year when he came in relief. Yeah, I don't know. Playoff team, probably. I think a wild card team.
Yeah.
That defense is just not very scary.
Some of it's untested, and they need to get tested.
They need to get tested. All right. Speaking of teams that should be tested for something, the Nashville Predators.
Oh.
The only signing they had since our last meeting was Brady Martin, their top draft pick, 3 years and $975K. As far as their lineup goes, Forsberg, O'Reilly, Marchessault, their top line. Boy. We'll see if those old men can get their stuff. Forsberg's not that old, but O'Reilly and Marchessault are. Evangelista, Svechkov, and Stamkos, their second line. Evangelista, I would like to point out, is still a restricted free agent, so I don't know if he's actually going to be on the team or not. Bunting, Haula, and Kemmel. Smith, McCarron, and LaRue are their bottom line. Yeesh. That is not.
Oh,
That's not a great
oh,
forward lineup.
no.
Svechkov, who I think is a younger guy that is like maybe at best
Svechkov
a
is
bottom 6
22.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evangelista,
And, like-
who's not even signed a contract. Stamkos, who has not looked very good. Oh boy, that's a bad forward
Oh.
lineup.
Like Forsberg's your only
Forsberg's
star.
still very good. Yes, Forsberg's still very good. Evangelista has played good at times. Not signed to a contract though. Kemmel, I
But,
believe, is also quite young. I don't know if he's even played in the league yet.
O'Reilly, Marchessault, Stamkos. That is slow.
That's slow old men. Throwing Bunting in there, not old necessarily, but he's not very fast.
He's not fast.
Howla, who is starting, he's got to be in his 30s at this point.
34.
34. Yeah, there you go. Mid 30s for Howla too. This team, this team's gonna be bad.
With Howla's track record, that means they're going to make to the Stanley Cup Finals and lose to Carolina.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted by my dog drinking water. I was like, what is that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be what happens, right?
That's got to be what happens.
That would shock everybody, I think. Not that Carolina would win the Stanley Cup, but that Nashville would make the Stanley Cup, I think would be...
Yes.
Everybody be like, I don't know what's going on. As for...
Oh, and it doesn't get better on defense.
Nah, hey, they still have Roman Josi. He's coming off
Potts.
of... What was it?
He has Potts.
Yeah. He's gonna play.
I don't know how, man.
He said he's gonna play. He's been cleared, I guess.
The Potts has also come as a post-concussion symptom.
Yeah, so I don't know how long Yossi's going to play.
Right.
Which sucks because
Also,
Yossi's a fantastic defenseman, but
And again, fuck Sam Bennett.
yeah.
Dude. Oof.
Yossi, Blackenberg, Shea Barron, and Haig and Perbix are their top 6 defensemen. So
That's a good third pair.
that's a good
That is
third
a
pair.
solid
Yeah, that's a
third
good third pair.
What?
Yossi's a big question mark. Shea's okay. Barron and Blackenberg are fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Saros
Hey, Barron's-
and a Noonan in net for them.
Barron's 23.
Yeah, so he could play well.
Yeah, he can. If he's a good second pairing, that is a great
Sure.
$1
Absolutely.
million for a second pair guy, young second pair guy.
Yeah.
That is pop.
This team is gonna be bad. They might be in
Yeah.
last place in the Central Division this year.
And they do not have draft capital.
Nope.
Oh, they do this year. This coming year, they do. Actually.
Oh, right, because we're past the Tanner. Or no, that was Tampa Bay who did that. I don't know, but if the track record keeps up, Barry Trotz is going to make some weird, crazy trade to the Penguins at some point this season. Yep. He's going to send Kemmel to them for a 5th-round pick or something like that. All right. Teams that Clay said were going to be mid last year that made the playoffs. St. Louis.
Hey, look, they just need to change their coach.
True. That's true. Jim Montgomery is their coach now, so he almost immediately made them go on what was it, a 12 or 14 game winning streak?
Yeah, it was a 4. Yeah.
So
Montgomery, being the head coach, made Boston look stupid because they immediately went on that 14 game streak.
I still laughing at Boston for that one because it's just why'd you fire him? He was doing great. Well, they weren't having a good year, but you fired him after he had 3 tremendous seasons. Yeah. Yeah. So St. Louis signed Nikita Alexandrov to a 1-year minimum contract. Justin Carbonneau, which I believe was their top draft pick this year, 3-year, $975K. Nikita Susiev, 3 years, $855K. So their lineup, I don't think it's much different than last year. Buchnevich, Thomas, and Snugerud are their top line, which I kind of question that Kyrou won't be that top line right wing. Again, this is Puckpedia. Who knows? Second line, Holloway, Shen, and Kyrou. Neighbors, Suter, and Bukestad, and Toropchenko, Sundquist, and Walker. Not a bad forward lineup.
No.
I believe that's Pew Suter, right? That signed with them after he left Vancouver.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good signing. That's a really good pickup. Neighbors is a good young player. Holloway, obviously, a good young player.
I mean, Holloway getting hurt right before the playoffs is one
that
of the
was a
reasons
problem.
they didn't get Pat Winnipeg.
Yeah. So, on defense, they still have Cam Fowler and Periaco, Broberg and Falk, and Tucker and Molyneux. Molyneux is, I believe, a younger defenseman that's this is his first year?
No. This is his first year in St. Louis. He was the one who was drafted by Montreal after he asked not to be a first-round pick because of all of his
that's right. But then he got traded to St. Louis. Yeah, because he did a dumb young man thing where he shared a lewd photo of some girl, which not the worst thing that he could do, but still pretty scumbag thing to do.
No, it was very much scumbaggy thing, and he seemed to actually want to.
He was contrite about it. He wanted to be punished, essentially.
Yeah.
So, as scummy as what he did was, at least he showed remorse, right? So you could give him that. We have to accept people's remorse at times, right? I think we get too bloodthirsty about
if it seems
killing
genuine.
somebody for one thing. Yeah, if it seems genuine. If he does it again, then fuck him, right? But he was like 17 or something when he did it, so
exactly.
He's allowed to make mistakes. Everyone's allowed to make mistakes in their life.
It's not okay, but
No, in no way is it okay, but he can learn from it. Anyway, I think this could potentially be a playoff team again.
I think
I don't see why not.
With Montgomery at the helm, this might be it.
Binnington and Hofer. Binnington and Hofer are their goalies. Yeah, I think easy wild card. Maybe not easy, but I think front runner wild card team. If I had to guess,
I'm gonna make a.
You got a bold prediction? Okay.
They place third in the division.
Okay. Well, I want you to hold on to that. We'll do who we think the top will be at the end.
I forgot the next team. Ooh, that's difficult.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about them. Utah. This team might be the dark horse in this division. I don't know necessarily to win the division, but they made some moves again this season. That's 2 off seasons in a row that this team, once it moved to Utah, has made some significant moves.
Think about how far they got with their entire top pair being
hurt. Yeah.
Your top pair and half your second pair were hurt.
Their defense got annihilated at the beginning of the year, and then they were just in a hole from there on, which they almost dug themselves out of. They were close to contention until the last few weeks of the season. So they re-signed Michael Carcone to a 1-year vetman and signed Cameron Hebig to a 2-year, $812,000 contract. As far as their lineup goes, Keller, Cooley, Genther. Can't really argue with that.
No, not even a little bit.
I think Cooley has now, after last season, now he's only been in the league, I think 2 years, but he's the number 1 scorer from the year that he was taken now.
Yeah,
like points wise. So he's a stud. That kid looks good. Genther has looked very good. Keller obviously very potential to be a superstar. I would think Keller has, or a star.
Keller
He's so good. He's so good.
Keller is already a star, and I feel like I think he is a superstar, but he plays.
He played on some bad teams which has held him back.
In Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now this team is really shaping up to be something, because their second line. Everybody remember they got JJ Peterka in the offseason.
Yes, they do.
Who will be playing with Hayton and Schmaltz. That's an okay second line. I think maybe they could use a second line center that's a little bit better than Brett Hayton, but
Yeah.
you know, Kerfoot, McBain, Kraus, real good checking line. O'Brien, Stenlin, and Brandon Tanev are their fourth line.
Real quick correction. Logan Cooley is not the highest point scorer for that draft class.
Oh no, did that change again? Or I guess I misread it.
It's Slavkovsky.
Oh, okay. Well, he's close though, right?
2 points.
2 points. Okay, 2 points.
2 points separate them.
So I mean, Cooley got taken like fourth or fifth
Third.
or something. Third. Okay, so
Third.
it's not like crazy, but
No, and I mean Slavkovsky has almost math. He's got like 40 more games played.
Maybe that's what I saw. Maybe that's what I saw from the.
Per games played, it is Logan Cooley.
Yeah. So, this feels like it could be like an explosion year for Logan Cooley, right?
Oh,
because he's been like building his points up the last couple of years, and now he's playing with Genther and Keller and probably JJ Peterka at times too. This could be a big year for him.
His rookie year, he had 44 points. Last year, he had 65.
There you go. So just like
already growing.
So if we just keep going, that could be nearly 90 this year, right? 80 to 90 points, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a dangerous. That could
for a third-year guy. That's dangerous.
That's dangerous. Yeah. I think. I don't know who I would slot in as that like second line center, but I think that might be something they want to search for, or maybe a second line right wing. Schmaltz is still a fine player, but you know his age he's past 30, I think, at this point now.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh my God. Never.
29.
I should stop saying people's ages.
No, it's fun because I'm actively looking at it. So,
that's true. I'm not. So.
You're just guessing.
No, I'm just guessing, yeah. As for their defense, Sergachev, Marino, Ian Cole, who I didn't realize was still playing, with Sean Dursey, and then Oli Mata and Nate Schmidt. That's not a bad defense score. Not like super good, but not bad.
I mean, you have Valimaki as well.
True.
He's one of the guys in the press box, so you can put Valimaki in. But yeah, if they play Schmidt the way Florida played Schmidt,
yeah, like he played great on Florida. They
protected his minutes and put him in offensive situations instead of like defensive ones. If you employ him right, he's a real good player.
And Vejmelka and Vanacek are their goaltenders. So Utah could be
with Ingram. Don't forget. Oh,
with Ingram too. Yeah. So Ingram probably supplant Vanacek. This team could be good. This team could be really good this year. They could fight. They might be the one that steals the top 3 spot in this division. I kind of think that there might be 5 teams from the Central this year.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, because
I was about to say Central 10-5.
Because just thinking about the Pacific, Vegas, Edmonton, LA, I think would definitely be in the playoffs.
I don't think LA is definitely
not
in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. But
No.
who else is in there? Maybe Calgary fights for a spot. Vancouver, right, fights for a spot. I don't think San Jose is. I think San Jose might take a step forward, but I don't think they'll be close. Anaheim, maybe, with Quenneville. Maybe with Joel Quenneville. I don't know.
Quenneville, anything could happen.
Anything can happen with Quenneville. And then who's the 8th team I'm forgetting?
I don't know. Who did we say?
Vegas, Edmonton, LA, Vancouver, Calgary, San Jose, Anaheim.
Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle's not going to make the playoffs.
No, they're not going to make it.
God. It's because they're new. They're a newer team.
Yep.
I didn't remember them. Yeah, so yeah, Utah and St. Louis might be able to beat out like a Calgary, LA, or Vancouver for
Yep.
a playoff spot. So, I mean, I guess we don't know until the season starts, right? We don't know until games are played. But
Look,
Utah, just on paper, Utah and St. Louis look fairly good, right?
you know who looked good on paper last year? Nashville.
That's true. That's a good point. And then Nashville crumbled into nothing.
You know who
They
also looked
almost
good? You know who looked good on paper the last 2 years? Buffalo. How's that worked for them?
oh Buffalo. And now you live there.
I know, and I'm ready for them to hurt me.
Yeah. Well, you got Washington.
Yeah, but like, I made a bold prediction about them being in the Stanley Cup Finals within 4 years, and I think we're in year
We're
3 or
getting
4 of that
close.
prediction.
Yeah, we're getting close to
Yeah.
that prediction.
Yeah,
All
we haven't
right.
made the playoffs.
All right, let's talk about our last team in the Central Division, Winnipeg, who won the President's Trophy last year and then flamed out pretty hard in the playoffs. They signed Isaac Phillips, 2 years, $812K. Morgan Barron, 2 years, $1.85 million. Tyrell Bauer, 1 year, vet min. Gabriel Velarde, they did re-sign to a 6-year, $7.5 million contract. Parker Ford, 2 years, $812K. What's with the $812K? That's such a random number.
That's the new.
Is that the new lowest it can be?
Yes, that's new min.
Oh, that's
812.
Newman. Okay, so I guess they must have snuck these other ones through, the ones that are 775.
Any 775 that might be before.
Before it was implemented.
Yeah.
And then they re-signed Dylan Sandberg to a 3-year, $575 million contract. That just happened a few days ago, too.
That's a good.
Yeah, because he was going to. Didn't he take them to arbitration?
Yes.
So they figured it out. As far as their lineup goes, they got Connor Scheifele, Velarde, same top line as last year. Very good
Yep,
top line.
And if that is a healthy top line, Velarde specifically, if Velarde
That's a
is
scary
healthy,
top line.
That's a scary top line.
Niederreiter. Now here's the biggest question mark. Jonathan Toews and Cole Perfetti are their second line, predicted second line. Now, what the fuck
Cole
does
Perfetti-
Jonathan Toews have? You know,
That's the question.
that's
Cole
the
Perfetti
biggest
is not-
question. You turned your mic off again. Clay was talking and just nothing was coming out. Go ahead. Cole Perfetti.
Cole Perfetti is not a question. Cole Perfetti.
Oh no! I meant Jonathan Toews.
Yeah, got what you're saying. Gotcha. But yeah, you're right. $2 million's a deal.
Yeah, and there's some incentives there too.
$2 million, you can put him, you can bury him.
I think all of the incentives of that contract have to do with games played. So
Yes.
if he's just really bad, they can just bury him.
100%.
And it's just like Jonathan Toews hasn't played, I think, in 2 years or over 2 years.
I think it's been longer than 2 years.
Obviously, he was a great player before that, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of him. Maybe he comes back and he plays pretty well. Or not.
2020. No, you're right. It was 2023. The last time he played.
Yeah, and I just like even thinking back, I'm like, I don't even remember him playing in 2023. But
he missed all the 2020-2021 season.
yeah,
He missed all of the COVID season.
yeah, he's unfortunately he was racked by injuries and whatever else was going on with him. But so I don't know. Maybe he's like 75% of his old self, which I think would be pretty good to get, right?
Yeah. It would be.
Or maybe he's awful. I have no idea.
And they just bury him.
Their third line is predicted to be Iafallo, Nemestikov, and Nyquist. Pretty good third line. Not bad at all. And then Pearson, Barron, and Kepke on their fourth line.
I think Tanner Pearson is really good.
Yeah.
I think only getting I think getting him for 1 million was a steal.
Well, he's a guy
'Cause-
that, like, if you need him to, he can bop up in the lineup, right? If, like, Niederreiter gets hurt or something, he can go up to that second line and, like,
I
not
mean-
be completely lost, right?
I'm surprised he only got 27 points last season.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought he did more, but that was a vet min contract.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So we'll see. We'll see what he still has in the tank, too. On defense, they got Morrissey, DeMello, Sandberg, Pionk, and Fleury, and Shen. That's Luke Shen. Not a bad defense.
that's a great top two pair.
Yeah, it's a great top two pair,
Yeah.
but, like, that's...
A fine third pair.
Then Hellebuck, of course, and Eric Comrie are their goalies. Now, do they do what they did last year, have a fantastic regular season, and then just, like, crap themselves in the playoffs again?
Look,
I don't know.
It's very difficult. Like, obviously, being a coach is hard.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't be a coach.
No. Me
But
neither.
You can tell when it's not working. Like, looking
Something
at
they got figured out in the playoffs. You know, like
they got figured out.
their defense specifically got figured out.
Yeah, they got who beat them?
Oh my god, I don't even remember at this point.
Was it Edmonton? No.
I don't remember. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
But yeah, like watching the Kings coaching lose them the Edmonton series, like watching watching the Jets coaching lose them
Against Dallas. I think it was against
Dallas. Yeah. Watching the Jets coaching lose them against Dallas, like
yeah, it was against
you've
Dallas.
seen it. Like you can watch a team get out coached.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, and it happens every year.
Yeah, it happens every year. When who's the head coach of Florida Nashville right now? I see his face.
I have to look it up because I can't remember.
I see his face. Either way, he was the head coach for Florida after Quinville got fired when Florida won the
Andrew Burnett.
President's Trophy. Burnett, thank you. When he was the head coach of Florida when they won the President's Trophy and they got bounced in the first round, like you got out coached. Like you kept watching New Jersey's
Wait.
head coach.
Sheldon Keefe. When he was
Sheldon
with
Keefe.
Toronto.
You watched Sheldon.
Yeah.
You watched Sheldon Keefe, and this year in
On the Devils.
on the Devils
Yeah.
against Carolina. Like
Yeah, there's
Like
other
the more-
Laviolette's another guy that's just like, yeah, he has a cup ring, but like then he just completely gets out coached.
at this point
At
in
this
his career,
point,
he's-
yeah. All right.
like he got his a cup ring and he went to another cup finals with Philly. So like
True.
he had the pedigree. But at this point,
At this point, that pedigree is gone.
yep.
All right, Clay. Let's do some predictions for the Central Division. Who do you think's at the top? I think this one's a little easy. I think it's going to be Dallas.
I think it's gonna be Winnipeg.
Okay.
I think it's Winnipeg, Dallas.
Yeah, maybe I'll just flip those two. I don't love Colorado's depth.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I want to put. This is my bold prediction. I'll
Mhm.
put St. Louis third,
Okay.
Colorado fourth,
All right.
Utah fifth. Minnesota gets hit with injuries again.
All right. Then
If
you got to
Minnesota
pick.
gets hit-
Then Chicago and Nashville is one of the other two.
Nashville, Chicago. Chicago, Nashville.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards Nashville being last and Chicago being second to last.
Sorry, Nashville.
Okay, I got Dallas, Winnipeg. I don't know. I mean, does McKinnon by himself just drag them ahead of like St. Louis and Utah? He might. You know?
And in this last season, Makar did not play well when he was not on the ice with McKinnon.
Yeah. So maybe Makar is starting to get exposed a little bit. I just feel like Colorado's gonna get that third place. I'm gonna say Utah fourth, just because I want it to happen.
Yeah.
Then St. Louis. I kind of agree about Minnesota. I don't know about the injury bug, but if they don't get this contract figured out with Kaprizov, that's gonna weigh on them the entire season.
That too. Like.
And Chicago, Nashville.
If they trade
him, that's gonna be nuts. That trade's got to be crazy. They need a lot of value.
If they trade him, they're going to get something for him. Like, we're looking at the
better.
Rantanen trade. Like, we're looking at the levels of the Rantanen trade.
It has to be on the levels of Rantanen. And I would say they're on equal footing. I think Rantanen and Kaprizov are, like, they're different players, obviously, but they're, like, equal-ish players. Yeah, I think it might be, like, multiple firsts and one or two good young players, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see how that folds out. But there you go. There you go, folks. That's the Central Division. Go ahead.
But here's the thing. If Minnesota stays healthy, that's going to throw off everything because that's a good team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's going to throw off all of our predictions.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kaprizov, like, tomorrow could sign a contract extension, and then that whole thing goes away, right? That whole story goes away.
Yeah, Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, and Zuccarello have all been hit by the injury bug the past couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And Boldy. Not Boldy. Spurgeon.
Spurgeon, yeah. Spurgeon is getting annihilated by injuries.
Like...
And then you're relying on Boldy and then, like, Brock Faber, who are both good young players, but... You know, I don't know if they're good enough to, like, drag a team, right?
Right, and Marco Rossi.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, that is the Central Division. We'll see how things shake out when we actually start playing games. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we can be found wherever podcasts are found. Give us a rate, review, subscribe, wherever applicable.
Happy to be back.
Happy to be back, and we will see you next week for another division preview. I don't know which one. But one of them. See ya then at the same puck time.
Same puck place.
Bye-bye.
Bye.